Well, Ed probably feels the same way with his beloved Colorado Buffaloes. He was convinced they were going all the way. You were convinced, Ed, were you convinced Colorado was going to win every single game? Now, Ed, how many games did you think they were going to win? You did not, Ed. You were saying stuff, I don't know. Prime, I don't know. Might go 11-1. Good morning, everybody.
We've had 4 different teams this year already.
Who's your team now?
Notre Dame.
Hey, make sure you do me a favor. Are you on the show? Have you liked it? Tell me where you are this morning. In the comments, tell me where you are, Josh. Good morning, Austin. Austin, I've started following this guy. Have you followed that Nate Barger, or what is this man's name? I've started following him. I like this guy, Nate.
Bird?
Yeah, Nate Barger.
Yeah.
Do you follow him?
Yeah, he's up in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I like that guy. He's real. Thug, prison man, drug dealer. Ed, you might relate to that guy. You might like this guy. Y'all might like this guy. I'm in grind mode. I'm at the office. Allie, where you? Everybody in the comments, I want to know where the hell you at. Okay. Now, I also want to know, Josh Letzler, little Josh, what are you thankful for this morning?
I am thankful that we had a decent open house.
How did that go? I almost called you yesterday, but I did not want to.
You have one person show up. Yeah. So that's a win.
Better than none.
That's a win in my book.
How did the relationship go? Do you have a chance to help them in the future?
They have an agent, but
We got their information.
Have you emailed them or put them in the system?
No.
See, that's how y'all fuck up. I mean, it's like, soon as you get information, soon as you get a task, soon as you need to do something, why do you wait? Because here's what happens. Have you ever heard, Google this word, slippage? Do you know what that word means? Slippage.
Or just take a picture and send it.
Send it to Ed. Yeah. Why do y'all make stuff so hard? I mean, it needs to go in there immediately. What's the definition?
the action or process of something slipping or subsiding.
Okay, so Ed, do you think if I didn't tell them this, would they have gotten into the system?
No.
Would you have put them in there today? You're going to bed. No, you'd have just forgot. Man, y'all put me in a bad mood, but I'm not gonna let y'all dumbasses get me in a bad mood. I'm thankful for something else. Thankful I'm in that house. Thankful I got that pool house. What do you got going on over there, Ed?
What?
All that contraption over there.
Oh, it's just charging.
That's a man that needs that. What's in that?
Nicotine.
You need it, don't you? Are you addicted to nicotine? Are you?
When I have a reason to quit, I can.
Do you know the difference between abuse and addiction? Do you think he's addicted, or do you think he abuses it? Coming down tough on y'all today.
I don't know.
Yeah,
What's the difference?
There is a clear difference. Abuse is you just do too much of it. Addiction is when you are no longer in control of it. You ever been around somebody that they just no matter what, like me and carbs. I mean, there ain't no way I can cut out carbs. It has me. Moving along with this show, man. Tennessee fans, I feel for you. Notre Dame had a tough loss. They lost to Louisville a couple weeks ago. And they didn't play great against Duke the week before. And I was really concerned that Notre Dame was about to fold up because they had these high expectations. Coming into this year, Josh, you probably had high expectations. It's almost November, and I doubt you've met those expectations. Well, football and life are very similar. So, Tennessee, big loss. Notre Dame, big loss. Now, the good thing for Notre Dame is they had a week off, and then they had USC, and then they came back and just beat the hell out of them. Tennessee, do they have an off week next week? Who do they have? Kentucky. Probably going to be a challenging game. I think they'll win. Thank you, Hayden. Good morning to see you. Where are you this morning, Hayden? Let me know in the comments. How is Tennessee going to bounce back? But how do you bounce back whenever your life has a setback? How do you bounce back when things aren't living up to the way you hope they would? How do you bounce back when it's not living up to what you expected? How do you do it, Josh?
I just go into
Man.
I go into absolute ruthless mindset of it's time to get back to that.
And what do you do? So what are you saying? You immediately go into action? Is that how you overcome? Is action?
I think doing the stuff that you don't want to do when it's
Are you doing it? You in particular. Let's pick on you this morning. So you used to come to the gym. Are you working out anywhere? Now you used to say this. He said, I don't work out that day. Or I don't work out this morning. Then you said, I'm going to work out in the afternoon. So let me ask you something. Did you work out today?
no,
Are you working out this afternoon?
no.
How many times did you work out last week?
I ran. Does that count?
Yeah, I'll give you credit. How many days?
3.
You ran 3 days last week? Okay. I'll give you a, hey, I stand corrected. Doing a little bit, what are you frowning at?
Jackson's eating his leg.
That man is very aggressive how he eats and scratches himself. It's very disturbing. It does hurt. Okay, so whenever you fall, because no matter what, life comes in cycles. Don't it, Shannon?
Sure does.
I mean, there's some times when you're on top of the world, and there's some time you're lower than well shit. Do you know how low that is? It's low. Extremely low. And the last thing, good morning, Sam, the last thing we really want to do when we're at rock bottom is do anything. It's good to sit there and bitch, complain. We make ourselves feel better. But honestly, all we're doing is that we're extending the downtime. Does that make sense to you? So I agree with Josh. Hello, Andre. Unfortunately, I would say Andre's in a bad mood. I saw his story, and he already had his damn cigar in his mouth before the football game. I mean, he was ready.
We got closing in about an hour.
Andre was ready to smoke the cigar before the game. He had a beer in one hand and a cigar. You know what? I smoked the cigar in the first quarter. Me and Brian Burns came over, and I was smoking that cigar, cheering for the Vols. And I'm like, man, they're about to blow these guys out. That's what I was thinking. And, man, it just turned. The most dangerous thing that can happen is loss of confidence. And that's what happens whenever something doesn't go as you hoped. Even worse, when it doesn't go as it looked like it was going, as Tennessee was beating the hell out of them. I mean, I thought, man, this is going to be a rout. I told everybody there's no way Tennessee can blow them out. I thought, let's smoke a cigar, Burns. So we're sitting there smoking a cigar, having a little bourbon, and the game changed. Luckily, I'm not a diehard Tennessee fan. But life and football are very similar. And the people that are going to outperform the other people are the people that can do things to keep their confidence up. That's the way you get over things, is doing actions, because everybody's going to be battle tested. Everybody I know that has success also has trying times. And it's those people that can find a way. How do I get my mojo back? The worst thing that you can do, ate a lot of crow in the second. Andre said, the worst thing you can do is not take action. And it's the hardest thing to do, because whatever it is you're currently doing, whether it's diet, whether it's exercise, whatever you're currently doing, your body and your soul, your spirit crave more of what you're doing. If you're not doing anything, the hardest thing to do is to start doing something. So like right now, how's your diet? Somebody was talking about your diet the other day. Maybe it was Van.
Yeah.
Your mind, your heart, your spirit wants more of what you're doing. Whatever it is, it does not matter what it is. If you're eating good, your body wants more good food. If you're working out, your body wants you to work out. If you're playing a lot of golf, your body wants you to, Jax, calm down, buddy. Shit. Getting on our nerves. If you're hitting a lot of bad shots, you start hitting a lot of bad shots, like in golf. That might be the truest test of confidence out of everything I've ever done. No matter what, whenever I'm teeing off on hole 14, Ken Air lives to the left of that tee box. Guess where I hit the ball every single time? His house. I'm so embarrassed every time I drive by it. I think he's got a big cage or something over it, so you can't. I'm like creeping by, not even looking over there, looking over here to the side. But every time I get up there, whenever I get around water, I'm sitting there thinking, hey, I don't want to hit this in the water. I'm not going to hit this in the water. It goes in the water. So his weatherman always says you got to really condition yourself. As you speak, you speak it into existence. When you're on a losing streak, you got to reverse that. You got to stop thinking about the losing streak and think about this. One of these days, I'm going to win. I'm a motherfucking winner. Shut us down, Van Grafton. Pardon the language.